Hello, legends, anytime, anywhere. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games, and I welcome you all to part 120 of Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions. So last video we finished talking to quite a few people, and now we just have to explore and talk to everyone on the third and second floors. So let's just do a quick little run on the dormitory first, because you never know what gets hidden in the students' rooms, though I don't expect to see anything since this place is pretty bare right now, especially with the monastery being abandoned for so long. But like I said, you never know. So like my opinion is I'm pretty sure we got everything, so every room's basically going to be empty. And then after this I'll warp straight to the third floor because it's quite interesting, because now we have that extra floor to go to. Yeah, Ferdinand, the one person I didn't recruit in part 1. And I believe I messed up the answer for Caspar's support, which is why if we go to support here, Violet, and oh nope, the second phase starts now. Good, I can still go through with that. Yeah, Caspar's support in the first half was a little bit interesting because if you chose wrong, I believe it kind of blocks you out of continuing for some reason. Yeah, but it's like a whole little subplot there. So now let's go to the third floor. And so now we have this whole new area to look. So of course we have just a hallway here, and then we have the Archbishop's room. So here's Cyril doing his normal job cleaning everything.
I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure do my best to clean up the mess. I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back.
Yeah, that's him for ya, right? Now let's go this way to see something quite... It's actually a really nice view here. So they have a little garden up top, and you get to hear Dorothea doing a little bit of singing. But let's talk to her.
Professor, oh my, it's so good to see you.
Yep.
These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing, but you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years.
Yeah.
I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
No doubt about that. And there you are. So now I don't need to warp because we have the stairs relatively close by here to just go down for the second floor. So in here, guess who's waiting? We have Catherine. And a certain someone isn't here in the advisory room for once. But let's quickly talk with Catherine.
In Lady Rhea's absence, I will follow you. That's what she would want me to do. Know that wherever you might lead us, I'll continue searching for Lady Rhea.
That's fine.
Good, because I will not budge on that point.
And there's our support
Welcome
points.
back, Professor.
Yeah. Now there's even more going around here right now, so I'm just going to show you what the library looks like right now. Yeah, so here we go. And as always, we're still missing those 2 books from the Church of Saros, and no one else is here. But we'll run to that new area on the right side and talk to Gilbert. Even though for the one quest I haven't accepted yet.
Hey, you.
So let's quickly check inventory. Nope, I want storehouse. And where is it? So I need one more of those Noah fruits to finish the quest.
Yep.
So here we go.
We have given proper burial to the Imperial soldiers killed in the monastery. The ones who were sent to investigate the thieves. Already, rumors spread that they were utterly annihilated. So regardless of whether there are spies observing us, the Imperial army will know of this soon enough.
Yep.
Your Highness, Dimitri, how could you be so reckless?
He's consumed by madness right now, so a few quests. So we need a Caledonian Gar, which I have, and I just need to get one more Noah fruit, so we'll accept. And advanced drills. There we go.
I'm getting the hang of this.
I needed to get that one up there. So support. So many support conversations. Like, I still have an A rank with Felix, Mercedes, Ingrid, Bernadetta. For Dorothea, Annette, and a couple of them I just need to accept. But yeah, so like I was saying, for this quest, we need to have 2 of the Noah fruit. And when I come in for my next gardening session, I'll say straight which plant we need to do to have it spawn, if I'm not lucky enough to pick one up. So let's talk to Hanneman again.
Thankfully, it appears the records and equipment I need for my research have not been damaged.
Nice.
I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
Yeah. And the simple thing is, we can talk about that.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Yep. So yeah, I'm really debating if I should just start blowing a lot on well, I am gonna have to blow a lot of stuff on training for Byleth.
My professor, you haven't changed a bit.
Like, I almost have all the supports.
Age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years.
Didn't happen.
Though I suppose I haven't changed either, right? Thank you for noticing, by the way. Ah, just the 2 of us, forever young. Oh, let me have my fun.
Yeah, some of them haven't changed at all whatsoever. Yeah, and there's still that one item I picked up.
Yes.
5 long years I've searched for you and the Archbishop. It is a pleasure to see you again. The Church of Seros will follow you from now on, but please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
Yeah, so with Seteth, we'll do whatever it takes to find her.
Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength.
Yep. Wait.
The Church of Seros.
Let's see. Rare item index. Oh. That screams we give to Anna for some reason. But I'll research where that one goes later. So, we've actually explored everything. So I'm gonna run around and do these supports. Okay, and here we go. And of course I clipped right through those doors again.
Professor.
Yeah, I always have time to talk to Mercedes. Got ahead of myself there.
Do you have a moment, Professor? I need to speak with you.
Always have time.
Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived.
Oh, a letter. Adoptive father?
Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest.
I don't understand.
My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital.
Yikes.
This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war?
My thoughts exactly, and personally I say maybe the war has pushed him to do this.
I suppose it's possible. He may be worried about carrying on his bloodline, but... I don't know what to do about this proposal.
Yeah, will you accept?
I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no.
This is kind of a case where Mercedes needs to say no right now. She can't think of that while the war's going on. What does your heart want?
I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream.
Why can't you decline?
It's just... I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me.
Then it's definitely time for you to make a choice for yourself.
I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the officers' academy.
Well, that was true there.
The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will.
And it'll be a good thing if you continue to do that, Mercedes. It's really helpful with your healing and dancing ability right now.
My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that.
Well, you're grown up now and he has no hold of you if you don't wish it.
It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me.
Severing your ties.
I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
Why reply at all?
If I don't, he'll go ahead with the arrangement. I suppose I must aim toward cutting him out of my life completely.
Or temporarily for now.
Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for.
Good.
I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal.
Good.
Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else.
Who might that be?
Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious?
What? Excuse me?
I'm just teasing.
Really?
Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
Yikes. So now we have the A rank with Mercedes done. So next part. So many supports, right? But hey, they've got to get done sometimes. Really? And frankly, once I'm done all of these, the rest of the videos will go through way quicker. And let's have a chat with Flane. Now this should be good. What's wrong?
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you.
Speak of the devil. Why the sigh?
Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you. Something mysterious.
And we all know who that was.
And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing.
The other thing is, a certain someone actually had the crest of Saros, which was Gerald, which is why he lived for so long.
Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's.
You mean her and your father's, so what does it all mean?
I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious.
Yes, we all know Byleth's that awesome.
Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really?
Don't really know at the moment. I don't know.
I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things.
Yeah.
I, too, am unlike others.
How so?
Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness.
Yep.
I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain.
Well, definitely, especially with Seteth being the ties that bind.
Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost.
I would rather protect you.
Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
And those were good words from Byleth there. And A rank, yes. So let's look at Byleth. I just have to get the A rank with Ingrid, find Bernadetta somewhere. But yeah, if I want to, I now have Lysithea, Dorothea, Mercedes, Annette, Plain. All of them are ready to become S rank. So I do know a couple of people who I'm going to have to avoid talking to so that doesn't happen. Well, if I get the prompt. Once again, over here.
Professor.
Yes, Casper, let's get our B rank.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student? A knight scolded me for it, but at the time I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
Yep.
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat.
Yeah, now let's see what's going to happen with this train of story.
There were a number of casualties among our troops.
I pray for their souls.
Much appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention. Do you recall the incident 5 years ago involving a suspicious individual in Garreg Mach?
Knew it.
These brigands all bore the same scorpion tattoo that we found on the arm of that man.
Oh no.
Oh, and
I thought that might be of interest to you.
Perfect time, and so now Casper's going to feel bad because they could have found him sooner if they had followed that guy instead of Casper causing him to basically commit suicide. I hate saying that. Thank you.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Yep.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens.
It's good to hear they've finally been dealt with.
But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault. If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner, and I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
Not necessarily, but he might have harmed the children. I'll say the second one.
but he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
Not really. They could have slipped away after we found them, so... His A rank is going to be very interesting there, so... I'm quite happy with how all these different support conversations are going. So let's go to the next one here.
Okay.
And here we are. Yes, Bernie ended on a Bernadetta one.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Weird in what way?
At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me.
Yeah, she's finally coming out of her shell. It just took 5 years.
Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefields just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Could you go somewhere new by yourself?
A new place? All on my own?
Good question to
That
ask.
sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you?
Got her.
Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Alright, alright.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Okay, I promise we do, but had to get one more time of teasing her out of the way.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, it's interesting how these conversations are really going. I'll follow at a distance.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? I thought we were finally getting close. I'll let you have this one, but you better be ready for next time.
Yep. And there's the A rank. Okay.
Hello there.
So I still have 2 main conversations to do.
Personal, I've been with now that we're all.
Let's see, advanced drills. I can do faith. You know what? I'll wait. There's so many stuff I can do, and I still want to kind of do our online stuff here. But let's quickly see what these guys have before I end. Iron sword. You know what? Oh, I already bought the goddess messenger from her. Wood steel and mithril. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the video here, and when we come next time, I'll try to do what I can to finish off the activities. And while there's 2 more A supports for Violet to do, we still have all these ones with the other characters. Fun, right? So it's probably going to be another couple of videos of me just doing sports, or I can let's check the calendar. Yeah, so I'm trying to, you know what, I'll figure it out when I'm about ready to end the week, because I want to make sure I have a new thing planted, and then come it's hard with these rare monsters. I usually like going them, but it's kind of funny how hard it is to plan on certain days for the calendar, because I have a rare monster sign on the 11th and the 25th. Yet the important thing about the 25th is the blessing of the land, which is really important for our gardening. And because I already done the greenhouse and I misdid, I didn't think to go look and check with Gilbert about the supplies I needed. I'll have to make sure I do one more exploration day. So you know what, calendar, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll do my battles on the 18th because that isn't really important, and on the 11th is when I'll go fishing a lot because I still have that fishing quest to do. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games. And if you've liked the video, please remember, comment, share, subscribe, make sure notifications are on, visit SomeDudePlays.com, and I will see you all next time. And remember, we are all legends. Have a great day, everyone.